it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with Trae.
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peeps that make the thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
And welcome to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Deon Damper, stepping in for my girl Trae this week. I'm so happy to be here with y'all. Now, before we get started, I want you to like, share, and subscribe to Converge Media, where you can learn more about The Day with Trae. Back to base up, we live in color and more. Go to Where We Converge to see why Black media matters. And you know what else matters? Black healing matters. You know, usually we have our brother Haru here that comes in and talks to us about healing and tips on how we can be on this spiritual journey within ourselves. Well, today, I'm very happy to have my brother, Deon, the Bodimechanik Abdullah, who's going to be here to talk to us about London Rain therapy and his journey into wellness and how we need to be tapping into our wellness. And above all else, how we can support Black business, okay? Now, before we get into the interview, something has happened over the past couple of weeks. I have to give a special shout out to my sister Taylor Maid and the folks over there at the Soul Cafe Awards. Cause guess what, y'all? Your boy won. Your boy won Best Radio MC Host of the Year. And thank you so much, Taylor. Thank you so much to everybody at the Soul Cafe Awards. But above all else, I'm just so thankful for community who have asked me to host their events. So hosting the Therapy Fund, annual Reclaiming Wellness event, to the Queer Power Alliance event, coming up GSBA, and so many more. But I think the heart of where I've learned how to do that is right here in this very own studio. I have so many great people that I look up to in this space, such as Besa, such as Curtis. And these next two people are the reason why I got this award, right? Trae Holiday is my sister, and we were in the same category. And it was an honor to be in the same category as her because I come in here every other week, just to watch her and see how she just flows. Everything is just natural with her. And I've always just looked up to how she makes people feel at home. And I always am inspired when I come in the studio and see my sister doing her thing here. So I do want to thank her. But this award specifically is more than just me. It's for my brother, Eric Calligraphy, director, Emmy Award-winning director. You are my friend. And, you know, hosting a plethora of events and the shows, they are great to do. But sometimes I don't feel myself. Sometimes I'm not feeling my 10. And I promise you, every time I walk in a room with you, brother, I feel 100. So I hold this very closely to my heart because I know that I would not be the host that I am without your brotherhood, without your friendship, and without your love. So I am just really grateful. Oh.
I love you too.
I love you. I love Eric. And above all else, I love my community. So I want to thank the Soul Cafe Awards for acknowledging all of our Black gifts and also doing it in the Royal Esquire as well. So continue, y'all, to support Taylor Made, support the Soul Cafe Awards, and above all else, support community. We are all doing this together, and I love you. We are walking with love. And when we come back, we're going to be walking in love a little bit more. We got the Bodimechanik. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Won't Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off
We are given the platform here with no fear.
always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And
Shut
neighborhoods
the hell
come
up.
You
and
interrupt
let
me
me
all
speak
the
to my
time.
people.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
In Seattle, it's more than just coffee. It's community. At the station, we brew more than just your favorite cup. We brew connection. From Beacon Hill to Columbia City, we're a space for artists, activists, and everyone in between. A place to gather, create, and simply be. Whether you need a quiet place to work, a lively spot to meet friends, or just a moment to unwind, find your place at the station. More than coffee, it's home. Visit us in Beacon Hill or Columbia City. The station, where community happens.
And welcome back to The Day with Trae. I'm your guest host, Deontay Damper, and I'm so happy right here in the studio. We have the mechanic of all mechanics, the body mechanic himself, Deon Abdullah. How are you, brother?
Hey, how's it going? Good to be here. Good to be here.
I'm so happy. I think this is the first time I get to interview you.
Yes.
Every time you're in, now I get to sit down with you, and I'm so proud of your journey, right? I feel like when we have those folks that are a part of our community wellness corners, our leaders in that, and you are one of those folks, and I'm just in awe of the work that you do, and I want to get into London Rain Therapy, but I want to talk a little bit more about like your journey, right? Because we also got to thank you for your service, because you're a veteran, correct?
Yes, Air Force.
Okay,
6
tell
years.
us a little bit about that.
Listen, United States Air Force, 6 years. I was stationed in Barksdale Air Force Base. That's in Louisiana, real close to Shreveport, Louisiana. And let me just tell you, it was just a growing point, a development point, really a huge turning point in my life, because that's where I actually discovered my love for the holistic medical healing field, period, when I became a medic in the military. So, oh yes. I discovered parenthood in the military, marriage in the military. My high school sweetheart, Nastasia Abdullah. Yeah, we went right on over to Barksdale and really figuring out, how to be a soldier, how to be a man, how to be a family man. And then even with barriers, having to find an identity with me being a black man through all those lenses and all those stereotypes, unfortunately. So,
even stepping into that, because I want to tap into that a little bit, right? Because, most of the folks that we know that kind of come into the military, especially during the time when you joined, there's so much trauma that was happening in the outside. So how did you manage to work through your wellness? I mean, you said father, husband too. So having to navigate all of those things, how did you find your identity through that space?
Well, especially being that young, I believe I found my full identity, kind of maturing later on in life. But during the process, right, because you're developing no matter what, even during the process, you got a bunch of youngsters raising youngsters, right, in the military. I joined when I was 19, so I was young, you know what I mean? My other fellow airmen were also 19, 20, 22, so we're all young, new to this game. No one has a ton of wisdom. No one is the OG with knowledge. No one has the past life experiences. So we're learning through duty, through regulation, through, political norms. That's, the military goes through whenever their period of time is going on during that service. But during the midst of that, you really find yourself through brotherhood, through building community, because that's really all you got. You don't have crazy past experiences. Really, you have these youthful eyes all looking forward to the future. And it's in that unity of looking towards the future, having these grand plans of, I'm going to get this house, or who I'm going to marry. I'm raising these kids, because we're all just so young and we got all this development to do within the military at that time. So I found me personally in the connection and the brotherhood, from loyalty. Like really we learn, like we almost write it as we develop. In those 6 years, I wrote chapters on loyalty, chapters on communication, chapters on problem solving. Oh God, because you can't just get rid of them. You're stuck on post.
You have to face them and you have to build on it, right?
Yes.
And I think that also segues into like the career that you're in now, right? What made you start working on making community want to tap into their physical wellness?
So big time. Really, I guess fast forward to I'm in civilian life, and working at these different jobs and various ones. At that point, I've done government, I've done private work, I've done nonprofit work, and from an employee standpoint, it was hard for me to fully engage with the consumer, with my community, with my family, and I guess I was trying to find a void. And these different jobs could not solve it. A different degree could not solve it. It was really connecting with people who were pursuing a certain thing. So happened to be introduction into health. Going back, I discovered that in the military when I became a medic, I grew into me wanting to be deeper into the health field. With me actually having a gap when I was working, feeling like I'm not being fulfilled here, I reached back and pulled a love of mine, which was health and wellness and just the human body in a sense, and just decided to kind of go into business for myself. Now, chasing that coin, I wound up finding something much grander and finding a new, bone to chase. And that was ultimately community. Getting my name out, marketing forced me to do these pop-up events, to collaborate with different people, and it ends up being more about the money, you know what I mean? And more about the engagement, more about the tribal purpose. And, just us as Black people, we know there is a huge barrier as far as economic and, you know what I mean? And that leads into a whole lot of other undeveloped issues that kind of come with that. So just kind of finding myself a cause bigger than myself, bigger than taking care of my segment of the family, but to enhance our people really became my calling.
Yeah. And community sees that, right? We see it, not just at the community events that you're at, but the way that you are able to make people, the way that you're engaging with community people. It feels, sometimes people can feel like they're iced out. And I think that there's a welcoming that you always give to the work that you do, right? So now we're in the areas of London Rain Therapy, right? What made you embark in the areas of this journey?
So London Rain Therapy is actually a healing project of mine, ultimately. It is my second, third, maybe fourth swing attempt at entrepreneurship, at business, at running my own practice. And it's really a symbol of healing. Me and my wife started it. And it's a re-engagement with me, a reintroduction of me back into the community. I took a small hiatus when I was kind of out of the public eye for a minute, not pushing health as much, really kind of working more private. So with me I kind of lost my way a little bit, kind of chasing a few different aspects of business, but kind of coming back into the holistic nature of healing, and ultimately what kind of business in this industry does for the ultimate economics kind of brought me back in the community, where I wanted to really share my trade with everybody and really experiencing everybody else's trade as far as a form of communication, like really see what other arts, what other flavors, or other business, what other practices are out there. So London Rain Therapy is big on getting my practice as far as mixed fit, fitness training, and manual therapy practices into the public eye, into the mall, into these pop-up events, and branching out into different things, bringing health into fashion, bringing health into entertainment. So yes, this is a exciting part for me.
Right. And like you said, you're going into all of these unique spaces to get people to tap in, right?
Yes.
And what's some advice that you can give to community members on why the London Rain Therapy is something that community needs to tap into?
London Rain Therapy is something that needs to be tapped into primarily because we remain tapped into the health, because we unapologetically, like without any type of distraction, always go to factual health. Like we're not following the trends. We're not on the politics. Health is very basic. good, proper nutrition, stress management, fitness, and we really try to amplify those areas up so it can really be the key combat for mental health, which in my opinion is the ultimate cure. When your mind's right, you're eating right, you're meditating right, your hobbies are in the healthy forms, you're having the right fitness. So really just London Rain Therapy being the leaders in understanding anatomical kinesiology, physiology, these types
Hold on,
of...
wait a minute. Time out with mine. Go back to the first word you said because I don't know what it means, and we ain't about to do that here.
Well,
Now,
basically, listen, anatomy, just the understanding
say the word
of your
again.
body. Anatomy.
No,
and
the first
kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
Study of movement.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Don't be saying it like we just all know that. I just want to make sure. Kinesiology, everybody. We learned a new word today, okay? Keep on going.
Well, tapping into London Rain Therapy, words like these will not be alien. That's the whole principle. These should be very fundamental things. Unfortunately, PE needs to be revamped, right? The nutritional cafeteria needs to be revamped, and really just bringing health education, bringing health modalities and awareness and connecting other people to powerful healers like Haru, Tony, who does these grand big Zumba classes. There's so many people that really attack health here. And really, London Rain Therapy is a link in multiple links of health providers that are local, that really have holistic answers for these real life stress problems that don't require prescription or surgeries or harming yourself in negative ways. So,
absolutely. And you know, I just appreciate you so much because there's I have watched over the years of knowing you of just like the resiliency of like learning how to revamp and forever kind of growing and evolving in the areas of your business. And you know, us here at Converge, we support Black business, right? So what are some tips that you can give to community members about staying resilient in the fight within the areas of your business or brand?
You know what? I would say grace. I feel these people are really quick to maybe strike someone out or cancel someone. Really listen, we have had barriers and things that have hindered us into fully participating into the big ranks of society, like economics, the educational system, the political system. And so we haven't had our fair times to make mistakes and to mess up. And sometimes when one makes a mistake, we are really dog pounded on those mistakes, and really triumphs and championships and awards are quickly just recognized and quickly kind of blow away. But the mistakes, they're bookmarked for a minute and they keep getting, and we kind of get on these repeating chapters of what someone did instead of what we can do. And there's a room and place and time to definitely reminisce over past experiences, but really having grace and looking more forward to the future, I think, is a great tip of us as business owners need to have, to stay in collaboration, to not let one instant or maybe a bad season kill a whole ton of hard work, or even worse, kill friendships. And I mean, there's been a ton of stories that's gone around, and really the art of healing is a part of having grace, having forgiveness, and resiliency to grow. We only come back stronger from injury. I mean, fitness follows that program. You got to injure the muscle or micro tears for the muscle to build. So for us to see obstacles as a way to get stronger, as I said, of a way to further divide and further silo will be a benefit. It's my tip from what I see. Grace is a big part of that.
I love that. I'm keeping that. I'm gonna have to crop that out and play that, because that's really what we need. But we also need to make sure that we're tapping in with you, right? And so what I want to do is a call to action, right? So I need you to look right here in this camera. Let community know what they need to do, where they can find you, and how we can tap in with the Bodimechanik.
Absolutely. Hey, Bodimechanik here. Follow me, please, on IG at The Real Bodimechanik. Also, The Real Bodimechanik for Facebook as well. Tap in with me at Rainier Beach Community Centers. I'm on every Tuesday, 6:30 to 7:30, offering free mixed fit classes. Yes, free mixed fit classes. I'm also in Tacoma on Mondays at the Avalon Ballroom from 7 to 8. You can catch me at multiple events on my IG. I post them all the time. And also, I'm here with Champions Trading, Jeremiah Captain. We do a beats and body work monthly Saturday. Please tap into those as well. All those posted on my IG. And as well, I would always love to come back to Converge because this is family. Family.
That's right. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate you. I appreciate your resiliency, and anything that you need from us, just please feel free to reach out, right? And then I also want to thank you, community, for coming out today. And one thing that Deon touched on is, with Black businesses, we have to give each other grace. We here have always supported and helped amplify Black businesses, not just when they open, but also in the midst of the struggle, in the midst of maybe financial issues, or the building being, you have to transfer buildings. We want to make sure that we're showing up for you, not just in the ribbon cutting. We want to make sure that we're in there during the sewing. And that is through any scrutiny. So any community member that has ever went through any Black organization or Black-led business that might want their work amplified, that needs to tap in or wants community to tap in authentically, please tap in with us. Go to whereweconverge.com/support Black business to learn more how we can continue to help you amplify, protect, and educate and build your business. Okay? Now that's all we have for our episode this week on The Day with Trae. Well, today, because I'm going to be back tomorrow. So tap in with me. My name is Deon, and remember to walk with love, and I got an award.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.